What's up, everybody? It's David Gray, lifestyle editor with the Livingston Parish News, here with you on a Thursday. Just one more day before the weekend, and yeah, it was first full week of school's going on, and tomorrow the kids will be going out to the weekend. So, I hope everyone had a great week and looking forward to another good weekend. Like I said, I'm David Gray, lifestyle editor with Livingston Parish News. You can find all of our content online at www.livingstonparishnews.com. You could also find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. We have a weekly podcast, and once again, we have these morning and afternoon shows every day to give you the latest on traffic, weather, and the day's headlines. And with it being a Thursday, just wanted to bring in, here's this week's print edition, this Thursday's print edition of the Livingston Parish News. You can find it anywhere newspapers are sold in Livingston Parish for $2 at those places where they sell them. So let's jump right into the traffic. Right now, it looks pretty clear on the interstate in Livingston Parish. Now, if you're coming from Baton Rouge going towards Hamlin, Livingston Parish, you're going to be sitting in traffic. That's a daily thing going on. I live in Baton Rouge, and I sometimes have to sit in that when I'm trying to come to the office in the afternoon. But it looks like in Livingston Parish and Denham Springs, they have some traffic building up on 190 near Eden Church Road, between Eden Church Road and Highway 1026, that Jubin Road. So be on the lookout for that. There's also, looks like there's a little bit of buildup going down Rage Avenue or Highway 16 from Denham Springs to Watson, so be on the lookout for that. And then little pockets of traffic on Highway 447, Highway 1025 in Livingston Parish, so just be on the lookout for that traffic if you're out and about right now. Then weather right now, it was another hot one today. It is currently 90 degrees, feels like 99, but let's just say it feels like 100. And it hasn't really rained any today. I know the forecast kind of has scattered thunderstorms going on the rest of this week. We had some rain yesterday, but right now just really hot and muggy. And we get our weather from our friends at WVLA, NBC 33, and WGMB Fox 44. So give them a like, follow, share, any of that stuff. They have great stuff coming out as well as us. So let's jump right into the headlines today. Some more news from the Walker City Council the other night. The City Council tabled action against, again, on condemning a house on Perkins Lane in Walker. This is the second straight month they've had to table the action. The first time was because the city attorney wasn't present, and then this last time it was the city attorney, Ivy King, was actually there, but then he said they had to give the owner of that home 10 days notice of the hearing so that he could attend, so he wasn't able to be there. So this issue came about in July when Walker's building official submitted a report that said the house violated the code on dangerous structures and recommended it be removed or demolished. So let's see if in the next meeting, if they can't get that situation squared away. And then some other lighter business. I know most of the topic the other night at the city council meeting was on drainage. That's the big hot button issue in Walker right now. But they had some other business. The city council approved 3 servitude resolutions, including 2 with North Shore Technical Community College, which is opening its campus soon. And then the council also approved the promotion of police officer Blake Bryant to corporal and the hiring of Cecile McGraw as a crossing guard. So. And then kind of staying with the police department, if you caught last night, the Livingston Parish News, Kevin Fambro, our news reporter, wrote a story about there's a scammer who's claiming to be with the Walker Police Department. He's calling people from a 225-618-5305 number, claiming to be, and in some cases he's referred to himself as Officer Brian Ward, and he's saying he's trying to collect money for outstanding warrants. Police spokesperson John Sharp, he stressed that is not the police department. They would never call people asking for money or telling them that they owe money. And if you get a call from that number, once again, the number that John Sharp gave was 225-618-5305. That's the fraudulent number that he's saying that this man or person is using to scam people. If you get the call from that area code number or have something suspicious with someone claiming to be from the Walker Police Department telling you that you owe money, John Sharp urges you to call the actual police department at 225-664-3125. And this has been an issue that's been coming up lately for some reason. People just trying to scam folks out of their money. The Livingston Parish Sheriff's Office had an issue with that this summer with someone claiming to be from the Sheriff's Office collecting money. So just always be on the lookout for that. More business news. The Bank of Zachary announced that it has acquired the recently closed Capital One building on LA 16 in Watson, and they're hoping to. The CEO and president of the Bank of Zachary said that they're hoping to renovate it and open it to the public in sometime early 2020, and this kind of continues the recent initiative from the bank to expand into different markets and then renovate some of their existing properties. They recently opened a loan protection office on Veterans Boulevard in Denham Springs. They also purchased land adjacent to their central branch on Hooper Road to expand more of their facilities. So they be on the lookout if you're a Bank of Zachary customer or need a bank. Just be on the lookout for that. And then switching gears to school, the school board is meeting tonight, and once again, Kevin Fambro, he's going to be at the meeting tonight. I think he's on his way there right now, and he kind of gave a preview of what's on the agenda tonight. And tonight, though, the school board will hold a public hearing on its proposed 2019-2020 operating budget, and it will start with a presentation from business manager Terry Hughes, and then the board will consider adopting that operating budget. So look tomorrow to see what comes out of that meeting. And then in other school news, the board is also going to accept and consider a recommendation by its athletic staff committee to annualize the legislative approved pay raise for 198 certified employees. So be on the lookout for that. And then they have a couple other items on the agenda. The school board will consider filling the position, the assistant principal position at Jubilee Park Junior High, which that was vacated by Justin Wax, who accepted the same position at Denham Springs High School. School board will consider naming a professional of record for the CABS Center in Holden, and they'll consider advertising for bids for that center. And then the school board will also consider approving a notice of substantial completion for classroom additions at Albany High for Blunt General Contractors. So that's it for the news right now. And then switching gears to sports. Remember that the special sports section for the upcoming football season is going to be out in newsstands on August 29th, and it's going to give readers a preview of all 5 Livingston Parish football teams. That's Albany, Denham Springs High, Live Oak High, Walker High, and Springfield High, and they're going to have previews on each team, and as well as some features. And then William Weathers, our sports editor, we were talking today, and he told me that he's having one that he's looking forward to on Luke Lunsford. He's the quarterback at Denham Springs High School, and it's kind of diving into a special relationship he has with his grandfather, who was a former LSU tailback, who was actually on the 1958 championship team, that legendary team with Billy Cannon. So I'll be looking forward to that story coming up in a few weeks. But more current news, Madison Knight, senior infielder for the Albany High softball team, committed to Williams Baptist University in Arkansas recently, and she committed after a prospect camp at the school last weekend. And it was even though she got offered the scholarship in the story, Rob DeArmond, one of our sports reporter, he said the girl, she was upset with herself because apparently she didn't feel like she did good enough at the camp, but apparently she did well enough to merit a scholarship. Madison is a first team all district 7-3A selection as an infielder when she was a junior last year, and she's actually the first commitment for the class of 2024 Williams Baptist University. So that's a shout out to her for being able to continue her softball playing career. And then switching to the lifestyle section, my section. If you followed us the past few weeks, recently I've started listening. Some of the music shows going on across the parish. There's a lot of talent in Livingston Parish, and every weekend they're in bars, restaurants, clubs. They're out there. So I just kind of threw out that list of there, just letting people know what band's playing, what time they're playing, and where they're playing at. So I'll list a couple of them right now. On Friday, August 15th, you have Catfight. They're going to be playing at the Cypress Lounge in Walker at 9 p.m. Then Downfall Band, they're going to be playing at Crazy Dave's Daiquiri Bar and Grill in Livingston at 9 p.m. Titanium Rain, they're going to be playing at Ace Billiards and Sports Bar in Maurepas at 9 p.m. And then Rockin' Rouge is going to be playing at Sarita's Grill and Cantina in Maurepas at 6:30. And then going to Saturday night, you have the Ian Webster duo. They'll be playing at Pappy's Mexican Cuisine in Dim Springs at 6:30. Age of Reason is going to be playing at Drew and Willie's Sports Bar in Dim Springs at 9:30. And then Ivory White will be at Boopaloo's in Springfield at 9 p.m. So once again, those last few were the Saturday shows going on. And then kind of switching to a fundraiser that's going on next week today. I published a story about, if you followed us recently, you've heard about Levi Russell. He's a 6-year-old boy from Watson who in the past year or so has started raising money for Angel Armor bulletproof vests for local law enforcement. He started by raising about $3,000 and was able to buy 2 bulletproof vests for the Livingston Parish Sheriff's Office. And this next Wednesday, August 21st, Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill in Denham Springs, they're going to be having an all-day fundraiser for Levi. And Mike O'Neill, the owner of Big Mike's, he said that his restaurant's going to donate 10% of their proceeds from the entire day, no matter if it's to-go orders, morning, night. All 10% of the proceeds are going to Officer Levi and his mission to provide these bulletproof vests for our first responders. And made it even a little more personal is the fact that Mike said that his father, Mike W. O'Neill Sr., he was a Louisiana State Trooper for more than 20 years. So that's really one of the reasons why Big Mike said that he wanted to do this. When he actually said Levi's parents came in there asking him if they could just put a jar in his restaurant, just to have people drop off a little bit of donation if they feel they want to. But once Mike kind of learned a little bit of what Levi was doing, he said he wanted to do something more. And in response, Levi and his grandparents actually said some of the money that they're going to use from next week's fundraiser, they're gonna donate, some of that to get a bulletproof vest that would be dedicated in Mike's father's name to the Louisiana State Police. So that's something. If you're hungry next Wednesday, you're needing something to eat, and you want to also contribute to a good cause, that's something to be on the lookout for. So once again, I'm David Gray with the Livingston Parish News. Let's kind of go back through some of the traffic and weather real fast. And like I said earlier, most of the traffic is building up on Highway 190 between Eden Church Road and Highway 1026 or Juban Road. And you have little pockets of traffic also on Highway 1027 close to Walker, a little bit on Highway 447 in Walker, and then also some on Range Avenue or Highway 16 from Denham Springs to Watson. And then once again, our weather, we all know it's hot. If you walked outside, you know it's hot. It's currently 90 degrees, feels like 99, and seems like it's going to be mostly sunny the rest of the day, even though our friends at NBC 33, WVLA, and then Fox 44, WGMB, they said they have that there's kind of scattered thunderstorms for the rest of this week through next Wednesday. So once again, I'm David Gray, lifestyle editor with Livingston Parish News. You can look up all of our content. We have stuff coming out every day on www.livingstonparishnews.com. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. We have a weekly podcast, and we also have a morning and afternoon show Monday through Friday. So just be on the lookout for everything that we have. We have 2 print editions a week. And this is the cover of this Thursday's paper that came out today. It's in newsstands. You can buy it anywhere that they sell newspapers in Livingston Parish. So y'all have a good one.